What's up, Cowboys Nation? The offseason is heating up, and we've got some major names hitting the trade block. Cleveland Browns superstar Myles Garrett has requested a trade, and while that dream feels impossible, there's another name out there that should absolutely be on the Cowboys' radar. That name? Cooper Kupp. On Monday, Kupp made it known that the Los Angeles Rams are looking to trade him, a move that shocked a lot of fans. And while he may not be at his peak, there's no denying that Kupp could be exactly what this Cowboys offense needs. But will the front office finally step up and make a big move, or will they hide behind the salary cap excuse once again? We're breaking it all down in today's video. Before we get started, smash that like button if you're ready to see the Cowboys get aggressive this offseason. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on the latest Cowboys news. All right, let's get into it. Let's be real. The Cowboys need another wide receiver. Yes, CeeDee Lamb is elite, but look at the rest of the depth chart. Brandon Cooks is a free agent. Michael Gallup hasn't lived up to expectations. Jalen Tolbert is still unproven. Deuce Vaughn was barely used in the offense. That's not exactly the kind of group that's going to put fear into opposing defenses. Meanwhile, Cooper Kupp is sitting there, available for trade. Yes, Kupp has dealt with injuries, and he's not quite the same receiver who dominated in 2021-22. But even at 80% of his peak form, he's still a top-tier route runner who would make life easier for Dak Prescott. Pairing him with CeeDee Lamb would give the Cowboys one of the best receiver duos in the league. So why wouldn't they at least make a call? If you ask Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office why they won't make a move for Kupp, they'll point to the salary cap. They'll say things like, Kupp has a $29 million cap hit. We already have big contracts with Dak and CeeDee. There's no room for another big-name player. But let's look at the facts. The Cowboys currently have $2 million in cap space. Yes, negative. They have $9.2 million in dead cap. They could clear nearly $100 million in space for 2025 with simple restructures. That's right. If they wanted to, they could make this work. Other teams like the Eagles find ways to add talent every year. They make aggressive moves, restructure contracts, and keep pushing to win now. The Cowboys, on the other hand, use the cap as an excuse to sit on their hands. If Dallas truly believes in competing for a Super Bowl in 2025, they need to stop playing scared and start making bold moves. While we're on the topic of big off-season decisions, let's talk about Dallas's running back situation. Last year, the Cowboys completely mishandled the run game. They let Tony Pollard walk, didn't invest in a new starter, and entered the season unprepared. At first, they tried a split between Rico Dowdle and Ezekiel Elliott, but as the year went on, Dowdle became the featured back, and he delivered. Dowdle finished the season with 1,000 rushing yards, proving that he can be a legitimate RB1 in this league. But now there's a real chance that the Cowboys could lose him in free agency. ESPN's Ben Solak believes the Denver Broncos will target Dowdle if the Cowboys don't make him a priority. Denver is looking for a new feature back, and if they miss out on a bigger name, Dowdle could be their guy. Would the Cowboys let that happen? Even if Dallas keeps Dowdle, they still need to improve the backfield. That's why multiple NFL draft analysts are linking the Cowboys to Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty in the first round. Jeanty was a Heisman runner-up, and if Dallas takes him, he could be their RB1 of the future. But here's the thing. If the Cowboys draft Jeanty, would Dowdle want to stay? Would he accept splitting carries with a young rookie, or would he prefer to go somewhere else and be a full-time starter? That's a tough decision for both sides, and it's one that the Cowboys need to figure out fast. Over the weekend, the Cowboys officially hired David Overstreet II as the team's new defensive backs coach. If you're wondering, who is that? You're not alone. Overstreet doesn't have a long track record, but he has been working under new defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus for years. He spent last season with the Chicago Bears coaching their nickelbacks and was part of the Colts defensive staff before that. Here's a quick look at his coaching journey, 2018-2020. Defensive quality control coach, Indianapolis Colts 2021. Assistant. Defensive backs coach, Indianapolis Colts 2022-2023. Assistant defensive backs coach, Chicago Bears 2024. Nickelbacks coach, Chicago Bears, 2025. Defensive backs coach, Dallas Cowboys. Not exactly a big-name hire, but this is a coach that Eberflus trusts. He has experience working with young defensive backs and developing talent, something the Cowboys desperately need after struggling in the secondary last year. Before his coaching career, Overstreet was a standout safety at Missouri, earning first-team All-Big 12 honors multiple times. He didn't get drafted into the NFL, but he found his way into coaching through junior college programs before landing in the league. So what does this mean for the Cowboys' defense? Expect an aggressive, disciplined secondary. Overstreet is known for focusing on fundamentals, which could be huge for guys like Darren Bland and Trevon Diggs when he returns from injury. But while the Cowboys have locked in their DB coach, they're still searching for a key offensive piece. Cowboys still need a running backs coach, with the coaching staff moving away from Mike McCarthy's old regime. One position that remains open is running backs coach. Jeff Blasco, who previously held the role, is gone, and now the Cowboys are looking for a fresh face to take over. And considering how bad the run game was last season, this hire is crucial. Two names have emerged as top candidates. Rashad Samples, Oregon RB coach. The Cowboys have already interviewed Samples, who has been with Oregon since last summer. His coaching resume: Arizona State, WR coach and passing game coordinator; Los Angeles Rams, RB coach 2022; Oregon, RB coach 2022. Samples is young, innovative, and already has NFL coaching experience with the Rams. The Cowboys need someone who can maximize their run game, and Samples has worked with talented backs before. 2. Tashard Choice, Texas RB coach, former Cowboys RB. This is a name Cowboys fans know well. Tashard Choice played 4 seasons in Dallas and has been climbing the coaching ranks ever since. He has coached some of the best running backs in college football, including Bijan Robinson, Texas 2022, Jahmyr Gibbs, Georgia Tech 2020 to 2021, Jonathan Brooks, Texas 2023. That's an impressive list of NFL-caliber running backs. But here's the problem. Choice is making good money in college. Convincing him to take a pay cut to join the Cowboys might be a challenge. Either way, Dallas needs to make a move soon because their RB situation is still up in the air. Cowboys. Running back situation is uncertain. The biggest question heading into 2025, who will be the Cowboys' starting running back? Right now, the only 2 RBs under contract are Deuce Vaughn, Malik Davis. That's it. Rico Dowdle is a pending free agent, and after rushing for 1,000 yards last season, he could have interest from other teams. The Denver Broncos have already been linked to Dowdle as a potential free agent target. The Cowboys also haven't ruled out drafting a running back, and multiple reports suggest they could target Boise State's Ashton Jeanty in the first round. If that happens, does Dowdle stick around, or will he leave for a bigger role elsewhere? Either way, the Cowboys cannot afford to ignore the RB position like they did last offseason. They need a plan, and they need it fast. So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Should the Cowboys go after Cooper Kupp, or will they use the cap as an excuse and let another team take advantage? Will Rico Dowdle stay in Dallas, or will the Cowboys draft a running back and let him walk? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any Cowboys news. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys.